do Thursdays anymore.
You said that, not me.
Well, it's obviously a problem.
Well, actually, it's not, but
Yeah, it is.
hello, hello, everyone. Hi, Linda. Hi, Sarah. How is everyone tonight? Oh, I'll turn that volume off.
Oh, Lucy.
Oh, don't be Lucying me.
Oh, Lucy.
Oh, and I got captions. How do I get rid of these captions? Grr. How do I get rid of them?
I don't know on the iPad.
Hi, Aaron.
I don't know on the iPad. You turn them on.
Hi, Janet. Hi, Tracy. I'm trying to figure out how to get rid of these captions on my screen. It's going to drive me nuts. How is everybody tonight? Everybody got snow? Snow, snow, snow? Okay. So, we'll give it another minute or two. In the meantime, I'll see if I can get rid of these captions again. Why? Why? Does anyone know how to get rid of closed caption? Oh, no, that wasn't it. That wasn't it. I think they're gone. No, it says captions are auto-generated. You have flurries, Tracy? Yeah, well, it's cold here today. There should be a CC button. Yeah, that's what I thought, but I don't see the CC button. And I don't like this. Just give me one more second while we're waiting for everybody to tune in. Oh, now I lost everything on here. Oh, girls. This technology. Okay. Okay. Hi, Suzanne. Hi, Corey. Hey, everyone. No, see, it still says captions are auto-generated. Dan, come and fix this. Okay, well, I can't play with that all night. So what we're doing tonight is we're going to create this really cute little folio to keep track of all your Christmas stuff, so you can put receipts and things in there. We've got all these different pages, and we've got pockets, and then another tabbed area, and you can put pictures there, and another pocket, and then this section, and then in between we have these pockets that come, these papers come out. It's a little tight, so we're going to make it a little bit smaller. So this has lists in here, and I will put a Google Doc with these lists, so you can print them off so they'll fit inside these planners. So there's stocking stuffers, there is the gift list, and then this last one, is a menu and the shopping list. I mean, you could put in whatever you want, but I just thought that these were good little lists to have. And I did put paper on the back, and I don't think that's a good idea. So there's a couple of things that I'm tweaking, because it's really stiff. So I'm going to pull them out for now and get them out of the way. So those are one of the last things we do anyway. So I thought tonight what we would do is we would get all the outside album done, and we'll get all of the inserts done, and then next week we will finish it up by putting our printed paper and just doing the last little bits. I modified a couple of things. I've also modified this hinge because if you see here, there's actually no gap in between the hinge, and I really don't like that. It's too squishy, especially when you start to fill that in. So I've changed the hinge to put 1/4 of an inch in between there, just to give it a little bit of room, and I think that will that'll be nicer. Although it's sort of like a wallet idea, but I think it'll still be nicer with that option. So I'm just a little out of breath. Just got my guests settled in and got their meal done, and then rushed upstairs. Okay. You've never made one, Sarah? Well, tonight will be your first night making one then, and you will enjoy it. You will get hooked on folios and things like that because they are fun. So, the first thing you want to do is, if you've got chipboard, this is really thick. You can use cereal box board as well. It won't obviously be as heavy duty as this. You can double up your cereal box, or, by the time you add the paper and everything on, it gets quite thick anyway. But you need to cut it so that you have 2 pieces cut 5 by 8.5, and 1 piece that's going to be cut 1 by 8.5, and that is all you need for your chipboard. I'm also working on another little project, and they're little mini albums. They're about this big, and they're nice to hang on the tree or give as a little, like a tag on a gift, but they're little tiny books. They're so cute. Wait till you see them. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, we want to cover these pieces of chipboard. Excuse me. And this time I'm using a different printed paper. You're going to need, I kind of did check marks as I was going. It looks like 11 pieces of cardstock. And then this is the paper that I'm using. It's an older paper. It's from last year. I just went downstairs and dug something out. I haven't been at the store, so I wasn't able to grab something new. So I thought I would do it with a craft paper. And if you guys have any questions, just pipe in and let me know what you're thinking. Okay, so I am going to use a craft paper. The other one I used the red, which was really nice. It's nice and vibrant. But we're now going to need 2 pieces of cardstock that we're going to cut 7 by 10.5, and 1 piece that we're going to cut 4 by 10.5. So I'm going to cut those now. So 10.5. And then do my 7. So 1 of my 7s, and then I'll cut my 4 from this. And then I need 1 more piece. Whoops. 10.5. 10.5. Did you finish cleanup?
Yes.
Thank you.
Hello, ladies.
10.5 by 7.
No, it's 7 by 10.5.
Go away.
You're saying it backwards.
I know. That's what I do. Okay. So I have 2 pieces cut 7 by 10.5.
You didn't take the words off.
I can't. How do you take it off?
I don't know. It's an iPad, dear. It's your iPad.
Oh, I don't like it.
Then turn it off.
I can't.
Actually, you can.
How? He's not helping me, girls. Look, I pushed that button.
No, you didn't push anything.
I pushed that button. That's comments. I don't want the comments off. I don't know. Oh, hold on. There's no words. Oh. And look, whoever does that doesn't even know how to type.
Whoever does that.
Yeah, whoever does the closed caption.
Oh my goodness.
They don't even know how to type.
It's a machine, Lucy.
It's not a machine. Somebody does it.
No, it's a machine.
I don't think so. I don't believe you. Okay, so we are going to cover the front and the back, and then we'll do the spine. So taking the first piece, I'm going to lay my paper down. Just going to put it right in the corner.
Oop, I pushed the button. It says block Lori Hughes.
I don't think she wants you to block her.
Sorry, Lori.
Ay, what a guy. So I like to put big wide score tape on my pieces. And then I use my liquid glue as well. So I'm just going to run.
You're yelling.
I'm not yelling.
You are.
Gotta make sure everybody hears me.
Oh, they can hear you.
Oh, they can hear you. Girls, help me. Okay, so as I said, I like to put the big wide score tape on there because it gives me really good coverage. Otherwise, you can put just, some lines of score tape, but I also use the liquid glue because your double-sided tape after a while loses its, actually I'll do the two pieces now. It dries and shrinks, and so it won't be as permanent as it is now while you're making the album. So I do like to sort of reinforce with the liquid glue as well. Yeah, that's what she said. Did you go downstairs and clean up?
Yes. We cleaned up your mess.
Not my mess.
Oh, actually, it is.
Not my mess. Okay, so I've got the tape on that. Let's put the tape on the spine piece as well. And I'm looking at this and it looks like it's got a little bit of a wow in it. Yes, just ever so slightly. Let me see if I can fix.
Wow.
Wow. See, right there. I don't think I can fix that without losing my fingers.
Yes, you're
So
going to make a mess too.
I will leave it. It's not that much. I don't know why my eye's picking it up because normally I don't see that stuff. Okay, so this one I'm just putting, instead of trying to dig out my 1-inch score tape, I'm just going to use 3 pieces here. There we go. All right, so now I'll put this paper back here like this. And this is going to go on to here, and I'm going to fold my pieces over. So let's get this off of here first. I can't see if you guys are asking any questions or anything because Dan's playing around trying to get the captions off. And he's blocking all of you at the same time. So don't forget Sunday night, live with Ricky and Lucy. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, we got new stuff.
I'm receiving like crazy.
That's what he does.
So every time we get the, we call it a classroom. it's not a classroom, but every time we get deliveries in, so you saw my post about when we had the pallet come in. Then we had 2 different deliveries, 2 different trucks from FedEx, 15 boxes each. So the classroom is full again. And it's filled with Lucy stuff. So
and Black Friday stuff.
Lucy is working on this mixed media thing. There is so much cool stuff.
Wait
and then
till
a
you
bunch
guys
of Black
see.
Friday.
Yes.
But it's not really Black Friday. It's when Dan gets it received, we're going to sell it.
Wait till you guys see what we have for Black Friday. Some really cool stuff.
Yeah.
But yes, the mixed media, there are so many pieces to it that you guys are, those of you that are doing Lucy, are going to be getting that
That's enough.
you're going to be...
It's a secret.
It's top secret,
It's a
he
secret.
says. Okay, so what we want
Megan,
to do...
Megan was in the store today, and I think I've given Megan and Heather crap enough times about opening up deliveries before I get to receive it because they mix it all up in the box. and Megan looked at some of it, but she wouldn't even dig in the box or anything.
I don't care. You can give me
she
crap.
was afraid.
I'm not afraid. You can give me crap all you want.
You should be afraid.
Okay, ladies. So what we want to do is we want to just take our corners off like this, and we want to just leave a little bit, like really the, you know, the width of your scissors is all that you need on those corners. Take them off like that. Okay, and now I'm taking my bone folder and I'm first going to go around and score the edges, and what that does is it releases those paper fibers so they'll bend the way we want them to bend.
Releases the paper fibers. Oh my goodness.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
what's going on here? Why is my paper fibers aren't releasing?
Look what you're doing to it.
I know. I don't know what's going on. Don't be owing me.
I didn't owe. I just sighed.
Do we have any comments? If people are asking questions?
Well, I'm still trying to.
Oh my God. You can't figure it out, ladies. Okay, so I am getting my wider tape out this time. So I'm putting score tape along here. So we're going to fold these edges in.
So captions are auto-generated.
Yeah, well, why? I don't want them. That's just dumb. So get my sukwang on there.
Any Doodlebug Christmas?
Nope.
And
there's still...
I told Lucy that it's getting too late. We need to cancel that
Yeah.
order.
Just ridiculous. I mean, they had said it was going to be shipped by November 10th, and now they're saying November 24th. I mean, that's a month before Christmas. You know, they need to get their act together. I'm not impressed that... I mean, it could be COVID related. I don't know, but they've been like this for a while. Not everybody else has got their Christmas paper out. I don't get it. Okay, so I'm
Sandra,
taking that
I did
off.
not smoke my fancy cigar. I'm just catching up on these now.
Okay, so I've put a bead of glue through there to soften that paper up. And
back in your control, Lucy, sort of, whatever you want to call it.
is this it's
No,
still
I couldn't
got
turn it
them.
I'll have to figure out how to do that.
Hi, Linda. Okay, and so I'm folding this back now, just like this. So this one's done a little differently than with the way we normally do them, where we're attaching all three pieces all at once. We're doing the three pieces separately on this one, and that's going to allow the album to sit flatter for us, which is good with this one because if you're writing and stuff, it's kind of nice to be able to do that. Whoops, sorry ladies, he disturbed my stuff here. Okay, and another bead of glue there. I feel like I'm trying to catch my breath. I still have to go down and get my breakfast stuff ready. Yes, what were you doing with my tweezers?
Top secret.
You were trying to get that piece of wood out of your butt. Oh, I think that's funny. I told Danny how to stick up his butt. So now that's the
Now
joke.
that's all she says.
I keep telling him to be careful when he sits because that stick is up his butt.
And what do I say to you? Oh, you can't repeat that.
No, I can't.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's two sides done. Look how nice that is. And look at your edges. You know, it makes a big difference when you put that bead of glue along there. And also, you know, using the Teflon bone folder gives me that really good crease. So I will do the sides here. And for those of you that are new, I am using the Art Glitter Glue. I should get a new bottle soon because I barely have a label left on there. No, it's a long stick, Linda. It's a very long stick.
You're a long stick.
And there we go. That's side 1 or side 3. So, I mean, with it being colder out now, more and more of you are back indoors. You're going to be looking for lots of projects to do. So we will have lots of different things.
Yeah, so tell Sherry there is no Black Friday.
There is no Black Friday.
No, it's just whenever we sell this stuff.
Whenever we sell the stuff, but we're calling it Black Friday. It won't all be on one specific day. We've got these beautiful, beautiful Prima kits, but they somehow have lost one of my boxes, and until that comes in, Dan can't finish the receiving. And so we're hoping it arrives tomorrow because we want to show you guys that stuff on Sunday. Oh my gosh, you are all going to want it. It's pretty darn nice. Move that stuff out. Gotta find my garbage can. I had to, while I'm down there, I had to fill up my art glitter. So I work with the gallon, ladies. We do have another gallon in the store. It's $116, but man, this has got, well, it's a gallon. Yeah, so I don't know how many ounces that works out to, but it's a lot. I always say go big or go home, right? Sorry, I'm trying to see the comments there. Yes, we do sell the 12 by 12 sheets of chipboard, and it would be called medium weight. Medium weight. Is it called chipboard, Dan? Medium weight chipboard is what it's called in the online.
What are you talking about?
The cardboard.
Graphics.
It's under graphics. GRAFFIX. And it's called medium weight.
It'll show all of them when it's...
So there's craft, there's black, there's white. You know, for me it doesn't really matter because it all gets covered, but you figured it out?
I did on my phone because it was on my phone as well. But I don't know where your settings are.
Okay. Well, Sandra's on there so she can answer questions. Okay.
Sandra's not on the payroll. She's not working tonight.
Well, she's watching.
You tell her, Sandra. Tell her she can't abuse you.
You abuse them.
I don't abuse anybody.
Okay. I'm just gonna... Okay, that piece down. Spread that glue. And trim those corners again. And put my score tape down. I have a headache. I've had a headache for a couple of days now. We always call them headaches.
Yeah, I've had one too for like 43 years.
Yeah, me too. Good thing he went to work today, but he's back now. I see the big snowflakes falling
I was
outside.
able to turn it off on my phone, but I can't on your iPad.
Okay, well, go away.
Yeah, go away.
Go away.
Go away until you need something.
You're going the wrong way. Get out.
No, I'm not going the wrong way.
You are.
You are.
Holy glue. That's right, Sherry. Tons of glue. Okay. See, for headache, it said havoc. Oh, because I said haddock.
Which
It is tea time.
Which is a fish.
I need tea. Yes. We always say haddock because my son used to say that when he was little. He used to tell us he had a haddock. Alrighty. Put my glue on there.
Oh, remind the girls if they were thinking of dropping off cards for.
The residents?
Yep,
Yes.
I had some dropped off today, but we need more.
Yes, just a reminder.
We need more.
If you want to make some Christmas cards for the residents at the senior
And
home.
their Christmas cards to be
Yes, you need
written.
to write a little something there
like,
and put it in
dear
an
old
envelope.
guy, I hope you're gonna have a nice Christmas. That like that, right?
Well, if it was sending to you, I would say, "Dear old fart, get
With-
that stick out of your butt."
You're not very nice to me. Oh,
Sorry, girls, I'm making you put up with us. Now what's going on? Swipe left, swipe right. There
I
we
told
go.
you it was to the right.
I'm good, Christine. You recognized my hands? My bad hands.
What's wrong with your hands?
Nothing. I'm watching this. However, will it be posted before next week to complete? So we're doing part 1 tonight. The video will then be on the Facebook group under the videos. And then next week, I will finish it up with the printed paper.
So the
Does that
answer
work for
was-
you?
She asked a question and you told her a story.
Because I'm not sure if she means like before next week it'll be finished,
What
or
was the question?
I don't know. Question's gone now.
Oh my God.
Well, you're not helping me. Go sit your butt over in there. Oh, you can't sit.
Oh, he's so funny.
He can't sit, girls, because he's got a stick up his butt. Doesn't take much to amuse me. You know that.
It doesn't take much.
No, it doesn't. I just want to trim that little piece off there.
Expanding foam will be back in the store tomorrow.
Expanding foam. What?
The snow.
Oh, expand paste.
That's what I said.
No, that's not what you said. So the expand paste will be back in the store tomorrow. Give me that so they can see what we're talking about. Please. Thank you. Hey, you nearly got it in the glue. I'll show you what the expand paste is. I see lots of new people on here tonight. I hope I'm not scaring you all away. 128 ounces, so that's a lot for $116 because, well, there's no price on that. I was going to compare it, but I can't now. Oh, Christine, we just bug each other all the time. Got to keep life interesting. He picks on me, I pick on him, you know. That's the way we float in this house. Okay. So I am watching comments. So if you have any, 2 ounces is $9.99. So, I mean, $116 for 128 ounces. That's like $1 an ounce, less than $1 an ounce. And a 2 ounce bottle is like $3 an ounce or $3.50 an ounce. So you save a lot of money. And if you go through a lot of glue, that is a really big saving. Okay, so I've got those 2 pieces done. I will show you. So the expand paste, we're still waiting for more of these tree stencils to come in. But if you see the edges of the trees, I don't know, you see that stuff that's all raised on there, that is expand paste. So I put it through the stencil, put it on here, and then used my heat gun, and it puffs up. And the container is quite big. Actually, I have mine. This is what it looks like. And it's great. You can use it for all kinds of things. I was saying it's going to be nice for Easter, for the Easter bunnies. Megan was saying it's great to make clouds, puffy clouds. So, you know, got to think outside the box and think of everything else that you can do with that. You can color it as well with inks. Okay, so those 2 pieces are done. And the last piece I'll show you this, and then I will show you how we're going to attach everything together. One, two. Oh yeah, my head is just a pounding. You do need some caffeine. Yeah, you can add color to it. I'd have to try it and see if adding some mica paste or something before heating it will do anything for you. You know, like the shimmery goodness where we can add so much to it and then still use the product. I'm pretty sure we can with this Sizzix as well. I'll play around with it tomorrow and then I'll let you know. We are looking into having, if you don't know what I'm using here, this is a grid, so it just helps me to make sure that I am lined up pretty well. Oh, see, now I can see that wow in that piece. We're looking at having some plexiglass pieces cut and made to fit one inch around, so that when we're doing stuff like this, we can put the paper in the corner, put the plexiglass down so that we're getting even measurements all the way around. So that was on Dan's list of things to do. Cut those edges off. Because I've got more on this side than this side. I don't really like to have it off kilter like that, but it is what it is. I'll put my score tape on there. Now the only part we're gluing down right now are the little end pieces. Yeah, I'll have to use this on this side. I'm really off kilter here. Doesn't matter, it all gets folded in anyway, but I still like to have it kind of even on each side if I can. That one out of the way. Okay, so let's take these off. Yeah, I mean, you could use the plexiglass on anything, yeah, on the make art or wherever. You know, it'll just help hold everything together. Or even, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. When I have another MRI on Saturday for my head, because I was just going to say to you, when I get these headaches like this, my words start to slur. Oops, after a while. So they want to see, just want to check and make sure I'm okay. I start sounding like a drunk. It's not because I'm drinking. It's almost like my tongue swells. And then I have trouble saying my words. Yeah, Corey, they are for sale in the US, but I'm going to see about getting them made and then we can have them as well. Yes, the gallon of glue is a deal at $116 for sure. And I'll fold that over. There we go. And now I've got this little section like this. Now I am going to attach and dingbat, put the tape on the wrong. What did I do? No, I didn't. Yes, I did. This is why you shouldn't do this when you have a headache. Because that's got to go like that. I've got it backwards. Sorry, girls. This tape should have been on the other side. So, get that tape off. And what I will do, I don't want to recut everything, but sorry, for some reason that's got to go there. Just thinking, so it doesn't matter if I have my tape. Yeah, it doesn't matter if, you know what, I can leave the tape like that. Oy vey, I don't need to take the tape off. So it doesn't matter. But I am going to give it a good crease. And I'm just going to leave that tape on there. Like that. Yeah, I don't see straight either, Corey. That's part of my issue. Okay, so what I want to do is I need to put this flap against this side here and lined up there. So we're going to put tape on this side now. Didn't need it on the other side, but we have it there now. So no big deal. You guys know I show you all the mistakes. Just so you know what not to do.
I tell the girls when they come in the stores, you do that just so you can sell undo.
Just so I can sell undo. You got it. Okay, so I still want to, oh my gosh, Heather. So that is going on to there. Let's get this tape off. I can get this on and I know which way I'm going. Okay, so not on this side. On the reverse side, we want to put our tape and glue. And I'm just going to turn this so I can see what I'm doing. Now the thing with the tape and the glue is it will allow me to lift if I make a mistake or I have to straighten it out a bit. Like that. Because I do want it right to the edge. There we go. And now just rub it down. Okay, so we've got a seam like this. But it allows the album to sit really nice and flat. And then we're doing the same thing on the other side. Sammy usually comes and grabs all those little pieces when I'm working. Or she sits lately right in the middle of my project while I'm trying to work. It's a cat thing, isn't it? They love to do that. We all make mistakes. I'm not afraid to admit that I make mistakes. I mean, this is how we learn, right? Like right now, my brain is just... My brain's saying...
Yeah, but you're afraid to say you were wrong.
I say I'm wrong. Just not to you. There we go. And sticking that piece down. There we go. I will lift those up when we put that piece of paper down. All right, so that is our cover, all done, nice and neat. Making sure my glue is holding there. And now we're going to start to cut our cardstock for the other pieces. So inside here, I had marked 6 by 8 and, hold on, 6 by 8 and 3/8, but it kind of left a gap on both sides. And I really, 6 by 8 and 3/8 was this way, and the 6 inches kind of just covered through here. We'll leave it like that, and then we'll cover that part with another piece later. So save your scraps. Or you know what? I'm just trying to think.
That is funny.
Oh, please. Maybe we're just going to cut it. We're going to cut it 10 and a half. 10 and a half by 8 and 3/8. So I'm going to change that on my instructions here. 10 and a half by 8 and 3/8. All right, so I'm going to cut that piece now. And if it doesn't work, if it starts to grab, then we'll go and do it the original way that I had. 10 and a half. 10 and a half, which is too long. Eight and 3/8. 1, 2, 8 and 3/8. Oops. My trimmer's not functioning very well, so that'll fit in there, except, yeah, that's good. All right, so we're going to center it here, and then we're going to put our crease lines in. Now, for this, I'm going to lift this tape off now. That'll help hold it there, but I am just going to use liquid glue on the back. No, you know what? I'm just going to go around the edge with a line of score tape, and then I will use liquid glue for the rest. I'll do a couple of rows here just to help hold it. Are we all good? Are we all just watching tonight? You're gonna go do it later. It really actually goes together quite quickly, but it's a nice gift as well to give to somebody. If somebody's not organized, you can give them it and say, here, this is to help you get organized. Maybe they'll slap you. I'm really being sassy tonight, I know. Okay, keep these strips off. The thing with these mini albums and folios is you go through so much glue. But I will tell you, don't buy cheap glue when you're doing these kinds of projects, ladies. I mean, if you're doing a card, chances are people aren't going to keep that card forever anyway. So, if it comes apart after a while, so be it. But the heart and soul that you put into these kinds of projects, use a good glue and a good tape, and you want it to last. That's my theory anyway. Okay. Whoops. Hold that. I just want to put a little bead of glue down each side there. And I'm going to try to center somewhat. There we go. Perfection. Okay, we're not going to see these edges after. That all gets covered. But it just makes your project look complete. And so now you want to Really push down, but be careful where those creases are that you don't poke right through. Be gentle. Just let it work its way. And then I always push out on that spine and then do the other side as well. If you have a rounded end on your bone folder, use that side and give it those really good creases. And spread that out. And you know what? This has shifted. That has shifted because it's hanging over just ever so slightly. Not anymore. There we go. Okay, so that part is now done. Next thing we want to do is the hinge through here. So the hinge, these are the measurements for the hinge. So you want to cut a piece that's 4.5 by 8. I had a little diagram here so I can show you. Is this wide enough? This piece 4.5 by 8. Here we go. Pull that score tape out. Oh, that sheet that I just put on the inside in here is actually 10.5 by 8 3/8. Okay? 10.5 by 8 3/8 is this piece. So this is your 8 3/8. This is your 10.5. Sorry, the comments aren't staying up, so I have to keep going and roll them up there. Okay, so on this piece, you're taking your 8-inch side and we are scoring at 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 1.5, 1 3/4, 2 1/4, 2 3/4, 3, and Heather's scoring the wrong way. I'm like, why do I have so much paper left? There are just some nights, honestly, girls, I am so sorry. What is wrong with me tonight? We will try that again. We're going the other way. We're going this way on your 4-inch side, 4.5 inch side, 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 1.5, 1 3/4, 2 1/4, 2 3/4, 3, 3.5, and 4. So this is allowing me, these little gaps here, that's allowing me space in between. Now, when we get all the folds done, we may need to trim a little bit off of each end. But now you're going to start to accordion fold it, okay? So you have the first one down, and then I always look at it like grabbing the next two, and then grabbing the next two, and grabbing the next two. So just, if you've got good folds, good creases, that will help you. And at this point, it doesn't matter which way the crease is, just get those score lines marked so it's a little easier to work. You can fold them back and forth, it doesn't matter. That way. Once these are done, I will show you again how to fold. There we go. So again, I repeat about the bone folder being an integral part of your tools for stuff like this. Folios, you want those to look professional. So you want to have those really good creases. Are we all good? Just checking messages there. Okay, so I'm just folding them all the other way now. Okay, so your first one is flat. Then I pull it together. That's my mountain. Okay, then I've got that little 1/4 inch in there. So I'm leaving that, but then I'm doing the next mountain. So see, I've got that little 1/4 in between. Then I've got that 1/4 again. And then I'm doing, my next mountain. So I have a mountain, a mountain, a mountain, because we've got 3 pages that we're doing. I find that that is easier to show that way. I can also show you on the side like this. So we end up with these 2 little valleys, and we've got 3 mountains. Now, before I add any tape, I just want to see if I'm going to be too wide in there. So I'm going to take a little slice off of each end there, like, I don't know, 1/8 of an inch, just so it'll fit a little flatter in there and won't be over the edges, causing a problem when the spine is folding or closing. Oops, flatten my paper. Sorry, it's with all the folds in it, it's hard to get it straight. Now what I want to do is where those mountains are, I want to put a line of score tape on the back here. So I will do that now. One there. One there. And one there. So then they're going to stick together. Oops. There we go. My first one. Come on, fingers. Second one. And here's our third one. So, I mean, you could think of other lists that you can put in this. So you see how it wants to kind of curl in on itself? That's normal. Okay, so now I have this piece that I'm going to stick down, centered right there. So I'm going to put now some score tape on here and liquid glue. I need to go downstairs and get some 3/8 tape. I use so much 3/8 inch tape. It's ridiculous. Okay, so I take that side off because this is going to overlap a little bit. There we go. I like to have lots of tape there. This is your main support. Think of it as your bra. It's going to hold everything in place. Okay. And now I'm going to take this, oops, and attach it to that center of the spine, and I'm trying to make sure that I've got an even distance there, and there we go. So now I could take my bone folder again, seal everything down nice and firm, If it's a good bra, it'll hold everything in place. You got it. It's all that tape and... Okay, so there's my spines now. All right. The next piece is the actual pages that we're going to attach in here. And we need 3 of them, and they're going to be 8 inches by 9 inches. Let me see. What do I have here? I'll take another piece. 8 by 9. 9 inch. 8 inch. There's one. 9 inch by 8 inch. Two. And 9 inch by 8 inch. There we go. So now what we want to do, put all these little notes to the side here, girls. Is on that 9 inch side, we want to score it in half at 4.5. Oh my gosh, we got a blizzard going on outside, but it's big, beautiful snowflakes. Good night to be listening to Christmas music. Okay, so we want the 9 inch side, and we want to score all 3 of them at 4.5. 4.5. 4.5. And 4.5. Okay. For those of you also that are watching me flip back and forth, I have my scoreboard by ScorePal underneath here. I also have a small one. And then I like, when I'm doing albums like this, it's so much easier for me, instead of taking the scoreboard off my desk and then, you know, working and scoring, like doing all my lines and gluing pieces and then put the scoreboard back on. I have this mat that fits right into my scoreboard. So I slide it out of the way, do my score lines, and then put my mat back, and then everything is right there in one spot. So much easier to do that and takes up less space. Okay, so good score lines there. Just like that. All right. Now what we're going to be doing is we are going to be attaching these on 2 sides, and they are going to slide on to here. And we're going to have the opening at the top here. All right. Now, when I glued mine, I think I got a little glue happy. Go figure. And I maybe made the line like too wide. So I'm just going to use my 1/4 inch tape. I'm going to go, maybe, there it is. And I'm just going to go down with my 1/4 inch tape. Like this. And I also want to put it on that spine piece. So I'm just going to do all 3 right now. 1. Whoops. Stuck to me. poor Dan, he ran away. He said he's had enough of me tonight. Oh, he's still listening. Oh my gosh. Those new hearing aids. How we doing, girls? Any questions at all? Are we okay following along? Okay, so as I said, we're going to stick this piece down. Like this. So I kind of got double tape on one side, but that's okay. So I think I'm going to stick this one side down first, and then we will measure it, make sure it's in place the way we want, and then we will stick the other side down. So line it up. Perfect. Like that. Give it a good push down. That bone folder. Let that glue work. Okay, so I do have a line of tape there, and then this line of tape here, but I will add just a bead of glue, liquid glue. Fold that over. And that's your first page and your pocket up here. But off kilter a little bit. I really want that to be lined up nicely. Here we go. Okay. And then the next one. So same thing, I'm going to put, actually the only place I really need tape is across here because I've got it on the other piece, on the hinge. But I will put a bead along there. So take your first side off. Dan McCallum is watching. Oh boy. Do we want Dan McCallum to be watching? There. Okay. So I want to get that first side down. Line it up. This one I'm working backwards. I'm working lefty because I am a lefty. That's allowed. Lefty loosey. There. And now I'm going to fold that one over. Okay. Whoops. Take that tape off. That tape off. I do go right to the base of that spine. I'll show you in a second, Corey. And I go right to the crease, right to the score line on the hinge. And I do like this better with the little bit like that. Just that 1/4 inch in between is going to make all the difference. So now I got to redo my score line there. So you could see here, I'm right to the score line. That one is off a bit, but I'm still lined up here, so that's okay. And then the last one, we will take a piece of tape along the bottom. Last one going in. No problem, Corey. Tape off. This tape off. go. And again, I'm hitting the edge of the spine. Gluing that one down. This is working backwards. I can't see. Here we go. Stick that down. Whoops. Good creases. And oh, I thought I put my tape on the top. It's like, oh yeah. If I make one more mistake, I'm calling it a night. Because you know, when you make that many, it's like sewing. You're sewing and then everything's going wrong. That's when I pack the machine in and say bye-bye. That's it for tonight. Can you relate when everything goes wrong? Okay, there we go. So now we've got our 3 pages. I love the little bit in between there. Some of my tape is hanging out the bottom. Okay, so those are done. See a little gap there? No, that's good. All right, so our next section now that we need to do, all these pieces. At the end of the night, when I tidy up, it's like, how in the world did that table get to be such a disaster? You know what I mean? Everything all over. You can only work so long like that, and then it just creates more problems. Okay, so now we want to create this section here that attaches to the front of this pocket. So I'm going to show you how to do that. You need, not that, I wrote that down. 3 pieces that are 4.5 by 8 inches. And I'm going to show you, if you have a envelope punch board or a tab board, then you'll be able to do these little tabs like I have them. Otherwise, you're going to have to try and measure and do some of your own little cuts. Just trying to see if any of these pieces here will work. So I want 3 pieces, 4.5 by 8 inches. So what is that? Do this 4.5 by 8. And then 8. Oh, I might be running out of cardstock. 4.5. I have to run downstairs and get more. It might be okay. Okay. So we've got these 3 pieces. So what I want you to do is score at a 1/2 inch on the 4.5 inch side. Put that back up there. So we want to score a 1/2 inch. Sorry, dropped my scoring tool. 1/2 inch. And a 1/2 inch. Okay. I'm not going to score that right now because I want to do my punch, and I want to show you how that works. So using an envelope punch board, where did I put mine? Imagine that, I put it away in its spot. Silly me. Are we all okay? All right, so opposite that score line, using my envelope punch board, I want to go to the 3 1/4 inch mark and punch. So when I put these in the book, I'm going to have one up, one down, one up. So they're going to be like this. But I'm trimming this section off, so I'll show you how I'm going to do that right now. Get out of the way. So on the piece that's the longer side, sorry, lefty again, line that up. And I want to line up with here, which is that mark to that mark. And I want to just cut that section off. Okay. So there's my tabbed piece now. Really easy. If you have the actual tab punch board, that's even better. But you can, I mean, you can make a notch yourself, and then just, you know, cut off a section. Pardon me. Or you can just leave it straight, or you can add a separate, like, free floating tab. Totally up to you, but I like the way this works. It's nice and neat. What do you think? Guys think that's cool? So there's one. So that will be a top tab. That will be a bottom tab. And then I'll do another top tab. I could have done one in the middle, but I'm going to do it this way. This is the way the tutorial showed it, so I'm not reinventing the wheel. I mean, I did change some things, but this is fine the way it is. Okay, and cut that off. There we go. Now I'm not going to attach these because these are going to be going on here, like inside, like that. But we're not going to attach them until we put our paper on there. So let's just leave that for now. But we can do our score lines. So we'll do that next week with the printed paper. What you can do, get those score lines done. And just clip them together, put them aside. All right. So that's that piece. Now we're going to create the pockets. So for the pockets, you need 3 pieces, 4 by 11. Yeah, let me run out of paper. I am going to run out of paper. I would send Dan down, but he's not going to find where I've got them. So there's 11 inches. And then 4 inches. 4 inches. And 4 inches. So we've got our 3 there. All right. The next piece might be okay to get the next one done. We'll check that. So what we want to do now is on your 11-inch side, we want to score, put that there so you can see it. We want to score here on we want to score it at a 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 1.5. Okay, do that on both sides. 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 1.5. And then we want to turn it to the 4-inch and do a 1/2 inch across. Okay, do that to all 3 pieces. A 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 1.5. Flip it. A 1/2 inch, 1 inch, and 1.5. And then on your 4-inch side, 1 inch. 11-inch side, 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 1.5. Flip. 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 1.5. 4-inch side, 1 inch. Okay. So now what we're going to do we're not going to put this into the album either until we're ready to put the printed paper in next week. But we'll have it all set to go. Okay, so once you have those score lines, we want to take this section out, the 1, 2, 3. You see that? So below that score line, 1, 2, 3, we want to take those out. And you want to go, when you do it at the score line, go on this side of the score line, above, just slightly. Okay? And then miter your corner. Same with the other side. Take them off just at the, just a smidge, just above that score line. Take that off and miter. Okay, so this is creating a pocket. So what happens is this is going to have tape. That's going to be in. And that's going to have tape, and that's going like that. So it actually is like an well, it is. It's an expanding pocket. Okay, so let's do the next one. Fold those score lines. Good creases. 2 things that I'm anal about. Good creases on your score lines and inking things. I like all of my projects to be inked. Now I did not ink this one, but typically any mini albums I do, any layouts, any cards, I ink my edges. Okay, so again I'm going to take those 3 pieces off. And miter the corner. And miter that corner. And that one's ready to go. Okay, let's stack it with my other one. And then my last one, again, bottom one. Almost done for tonight. Just a couple more pieces to get ready. And then we're going like this. miter. The other side, are we all good? Yeah, watch the replay. It really is a really nice folio. And, you know, nice gift for somebody or for yourself. And then keep them. Each year do one up and then keep them. And then, you know, go back through them through the years. Okay, so let's just clip those 3 pieces together. Bulldog clips, a must. All right. The last, well, there's 2 more things to cut out. One is the flap to those pockets. So I think I've got enough cardstock here. So the flaps are 3.5 by 8. Let me see. 3.5. Because I messed up that hinge, I'm going to be short a piece of paper to do the other part I want to do. Yes, I am. I'm not going to make you guys wait. So I'm going to do 1, and then let's see here. I have 9.5 by 2 3/4. Okay, so I'm just going to show you 1, but you need to cut 3 of these. I'm not going to wait and run downstairs and grab more paper. And you do need a corner rounder as well. So once you have your 3.5 by 8, you want to score a 1/2 inch. This is really an easy piece. Score a 1/2 inch. On all 3 pieces you're doing this. I'm just doing 1. And then round these corners up here. Okay. I'm using this. I normally use my chomper, but I switch it up. Okay, so you're doing 3 pieces like that. The last piece that you want to do are these pieces here. Now, you can do just 1 and 1 if you like, or you can do 2, and that way you can slide things in both ways. That's totally up to you. But you see what I'm talking about my book? There is no room in between here. So I really am glad I did the hinge on this one. So if you want to do it like mine, you're going to need 4 pieces. Otherwise, you're going to need 2 pieces, 1 for the front and 1 for the back. And those pieces are going to be 9.5 by 2 3/4. So I do have a piece here that I can cut 2 3/4 by 9.5. So you're either going to need 2 or 4 of these. And then you want to do a 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch on the 2 short sides and 1 long side. 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, and 1/2 inch. There we go. All right. Crease those. And you're doing either 2 or 4 of these. This is the last piece for tonight. There we go. And we want to trim off the little corner and miter. Trim your little corner and miter. Okay, so this piece is going to be going like this. Oops, those tabs go in, and it goes like that. All right, so as I said, you're going to want either 2 or 4 of these pieces here. I'm just going to snap that on there so I remember that I still need to do 3 more of those, and I need to do 2 more of these. Here's my container with my bulldog clips. It's hidden. Are we all good? Yeah, the replay, you know, you can stop it, watch it, and do it. It really is a fun little project. So that's it for tonight. Now you want to pick out some printed paper. I think like about 6 sheets should do you. And then we are going to attach all of these pieces in. We're going to put our paper onto this, attach that in, attach the pockets, put our printed paper, and then do the outside as well. Now, if you want a contrast on your outside, pick another piece of cardstock to do a matting around. So I'm going to mat this with a green around there, and then put my pieces on. Now, I did use 3 magnets inside, ladies. You know, right there, you can hear it on those flaps. If you don't want a magnet, then you can put string around and tie it. I just didn't want all that through the middle. And then I did use a piece of seam binding and wrapped it around. I love this here. At first I didn't like this pattern, but it's so bold looking there. Really nice. And then I'm just using that to tie off. You can also add a dangle charm on here if you want. There is enough room to put a hole with a crocodile, and then we do still have some, not many, of the dangle charm left in the store. If you buy them, there is a tutorial that walks you through as well how to make them. Oh, I don't have one here. There's so many pieces of little pieces here. There is a tutorial to walk you through. When you buy the package with the dangle charm bracelet, there's a QR code. You scan that and it will take you to the YouTube video as well. So step by step how to do that Christmas dangle. That would look really cute on there. Can you just see that going into a store saying, well, let me check my list and put your receipts in there. Do you know how many people are going to say, wow, that is so neat. I love it. Okay, ladies, so that's it for tonight. We will finish it up next Thursday. I have a couple of other projects I'm working on as well to follow that one, but that will keep you busy getting all of that ready. Pick out your paper, your 2 colors of cardstock, and that's it. Okay, until next week, have a good week, everyone. Oh, we'll see you Sunday night with all the new products. Have a good night. Stay safe and keep creating.